Welcome to another episode of
Where I can top my knee.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Jonathan, and we are a boys love podcast that talks about all about our favorite shows and all the press and mess around them.
And Jonathan, this is first
Kevin.
of all our 25th episode.
I know, 25 episodes? I feel like we've been doing this for like years. I don't know why.
Yeah, it feels as if like this has become like second nature to us. This is our 25th official episode, but we have 37 episodes, including this one overall.
Oh, wow.
Like that includes our bonus episodes and all of that. We now
But
have
I guess
well
25.
over 25 official episodes, and then plus the bonus 37. And now we are well over 300 followers on
Oh
IG.
my god. I know we're on like 360. Thank you.
Yes, 360. It was 363, but I think the other three might have been spam accounts, bots accounts, so
Not
they
the
got caught and
bots.
they're gone. We also have gotten recognized minimally, at least, by the folks we talk about. There's growth happening every day. Like, this is
big
good.
growth. Big.
Yes, big growth. With that said, our number one most listened episode is our recap of the final two episodes of the hot Netflix gay dating show, The Boyfriend. So a little special shout out to our boy Patrick, who was our guest co-host. Couldn't thank him enough for being a part of bringing the insight and the shade. You know, we loved it.
That was probably like one of the more fun episodes to record. Right?
Yeah, it was fun to record. It was a long episode, but it was
so
fun to
long.
record.
Yeah, I think that was our longest recording ever. It was like 2 hours, and we like cut some stuff, y'all.
Well, I mean, more like an hour and a half. I don't know if it was 2 hours, but
the conversation in general was like 2.5 hours.
The conversation though, because we
can
for people who don't know, we talked about it before, then we recorded, then we stopped recording, and we started talking afterwards. So there's stuff that we talked about that is not in that episode. Like, we also didn't want y'all to be hearing us rant for like 3 hours, you know. So
unless y'all want to, let us know. Let us know.
Let us know. We are very open to feedback, and we need more people to really, you know, give us the tea on us, so then we can continue to grow, continue to do better, and we want to engage with y'all. So please spill. And I will say, we would have not done The Boyfriend without someone asking us to do it. Like, we were thinking about it for sure.
But it was so tiring already doing my stand.
The one for right. And we're like, should we do it? And then it was because of some of y'all who literally said, you know, we want to hear it, so we did it. So literally let us know stuff, because we will definitely try to make it happen. So Anywho, with that said, let's get to word on the tweet.
Okay, word on the tweet, y'all. This week was all over the place. I'll say that. I'm like, there's some. It's just all mess all around. Oh my god. So let's start this off. I saw this it was in Portuguese, but it was translated. Okay. But it was about fans. Should we even call them fans? Haters sending hate to
anti-fans.
Anti-fans sending hate to Bank, Nunu, and PP Crit about them being too family-y. That, oh my god, these guys are turning into women. And I was like, oh my. I mean, people have been saying that about Bank in Sunset Vibes. People are like, oh my god, look at the way he's dressing. This is just too femme. I'm supposed to be watching two guys in a show, and I'm like, the crazy homophobia is jumping out of y'all.
Homophobia and misogyny.
Yeah,
all in there. All in
first
there.
of all these guys they haven't changed at all. This is how they've always been.
They've been like that from the beginning, and
you're seeing them in characters in different shows, but Nuno at his fan meet, he's always dressed to the nines. He was serving in his latest concert. He was giving us covers of everything. It was so good.
And I feel as if, I don't understand how people can watch BLs and not expect at least some of the characters, main characters or supporting characters who identify as men to be a little bit femme at some point, if not
Mm-hmm.
all the time. Like there's not one way to be a man. And if you're in this kind of space where you're thinking being a man has to be exactly like this, then you shouldn't watch BLs, period. Because the whole point of BLs, at least now, is showing how different ways men can express their sexuality beyond this
Mm-hmm.
toxic way of being masculine. And you know what? We love Bank mainly because he gave us a shout out, but also,
No,
we do
we love
genuinely love
these
him.
men, like
I
these
love
guys just
Nunu.
being who they are. Yeah.
Yeah, even though we said stuff about Nunu being annoying, but it's really not him being annoying, it's him and Z-Pruk being annoying together.
Yes, we don't hate
Like,
anyone here. We don't hate
yeah,
anyone
we
here.
don't really hate anyone, and we love some PP crit. Like,
Oh, I
I'm
love
sorry,
PP Crit.
we have to mention again, still the best BL known to man is I
Hmm.
Told Sunset About You, which PP Crit was a part of. Like, he was the star in that show. Okay? Like, we have to let people be people. And if you
Let
don't
them be
like
who they are.
somebody because you feel as if they're too femme, then get out of the BL fandom. We don't need you in this. We
Yeah,
want
that's the
people who are
problem with
inclusive.
you. That's
Yeah, that's
your
your problem.
insecurity with yourself, and you're scared
Right.
of, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, your own internalized homophobia. I don't
Yeah, you're right.
know.
Go ahead and get that checked out, because that's clearly a problem that you need to fix. Anywho, what else is going on?
Anywho, so let's do a little bit of a lighter note before we go back to
Hmm.
crazy. So, um, the I didn't know that the creators of Two World also did Knock Knock Boys, and they also did Monster Next Door.
I did not know that. I mean,
I
I
guess I could
figured
see
Knock
the
Knock Boys and Monster Next Door, I figured they
yeah
were the same, like in the same group, but
yeah since they cameoed it at the end.
right.
But Two
Hmm.
Worlds, yeah, I didn't know, but I guess Pac was in all was in Knock Knock Boys and Two Worlds. Him and his
Hmm.
couple. I forgot the other guy's name, but
Yeah.
yeah. But the creators are coming out with the new BL soon. Or I guess two new BLs. One of them is called My Gown and Gear, and I was like, oh, is that the same thing that GMMTV did? Called My Gear
Really?
and Your Gown, the one with Mark and Powin.
So
Like I
probably
never
maybe
saw
the
that BL.
same source material.
Yeah, it's probably the same source material, but maybe they're like redoing it. Because I think that kind of flopped when that first came out. I don't know people that talk about that too much.
I mean, I saw it. I thought it
You've
was
seen it?
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was okay.
Well,
I mean,
we're
it
gonna
wasn't
get a
groundbreaking.
we're gonna get a new version of it, maybe with some familiar faces. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe Pollen will come back. No, I'm playing.
No. And then there's another show called Et's Turn. It'd be like
Hmm.
Et's Intern. So I'm excited for that. I still haven't started Monster Next Door. I gotta be honest, but I
I
loved
started it,
Knock
and
Knock
it's really
Boys.
cute. It's
Two
really cute.
Worlds was interesting.
Hmm.
Like, I'm ready for more.
Okay. Okay. I know
And
there's
now
more that you have. Oh Lord.
back to down, yo, back to down. Get ready. So I mean, we all knew about this. All the drama that happened with Beyond Cloud like 2 years ago.
Hmm.
That's crazy how that's 2 years ago, right? Ken Porsche was
Yes.
2021 or 2022.
2022.
2022. So that's still 2 years ago. Yeah.
Yes.
So drama with that was like quick recap. Build, from Bible Build,
Hmm.
from Vegas Pete.
Hmm.
So Build was, I don't know, exposed. Apparently, well, he was dating one of the creators of Kim Porsche,
Yes.
Ploy,
Hmm.
while the show was airing, while everything was happening. And they broke up probably like after the show. And then
Hmm.
during that breakup, like Ploy had all these like accusations against Build, being like he was so abusive. She like
Hmm.
had all these like text messages, all these voice memos. And she was like, this man was so abusive to me. Like, he's a manipulator. He's a terrible person. And Build like had to like cancel all his gigs. He had to leave Beyond Cloud. Like everything, like his whole life kind of flipped over because of her. And there was such a big like fallout from Beyond Cloud. Like people were dropping the company. Like it was crazy. And so Build like had to make a statement, and he was like, you know, I'm sorry that this is happening, but like I am innocent, and I will take this to court, and I will prove my innocence. And then we haven't heard from him in like 2 years.
Right. And I mean, he would you would see him on Instagram. Like, I think it was earlier this year that he started getting signed onto stuff, like not into shows, but things that were more commercial or what influencer kind of stuff, you know. But
he was dropped from like 4 minutes. Imagine if he was here for 4 minutes.
Right, because he was supposed to be in 4 minutes with Bible. Which is why 4 minutes came out the way it came out now, because it was apparently supposed to come out last year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it got delayed because of this whole thing.
It got delayed. So they had to do, you know, they had a recast and all of that. This whole situation is such a mess.
It was such a mess. But yeah, so now he comes out and he's like, y'all, I won the case against her. Like, I'm innocent. Like, she fabricated all this nonsense to take me down because she's mad that we broke up. And she's like, you know, crazy. So, yeah, he won the case. And Ploy is apparently, she's supposed to serve like 2 years in jail. But I think that's getting like delayed for like a year. And she's trying to get like probation instead. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the like crazy defamation laws are in Thailand, you know, but you know, falsely accusing someone of like assault and all these other things. I mean,
yeah, and it's so wild because I think here's the other part too. Like
there was like a power complex between like, you know, she was one of the like main writers of Kim Porsche, so there was controlled all of that.
And then Build did not handle himself very well throughout that, because he started saying disparaging things about some of his castmates.
Yeah.
So he really isolated himself from everyone. So the whole situation, it's like you have these two people who brought a level of toxicity to the workplace because of their own personal issues. I'm pretty sure neither one of them are at Beyond Cloud anymore. And it's kind of sad because all this came out, like you said, when Ken Porsche had just ended.
Yeah, like they just ended. They were touring the world. They were supposed to have like a full world tour. They were supposed to come to America and everything.
And it was cut short.
It was cut short. Like the Asia tour just got cut because of all this.
Yeah, it was very kind of sad because Ken Porsche in 2022 was one of the top BLs of that year. You know, everybody was talking about it, and it was the first BL that Beyond Cloud had come out with. Like, this is what really put Beyond Cloud on the map.
Yeah, this was their like passion project that they really wanted.
Yeah, it really put them on the map, and the fact that their petty drama could have damaged the reputation of this production company that is fairly new. And the fact that they were creating this discord within the workplace. You know, I really wish both of them the best.
I mean, not Ploy, but I wish.
I'm going to wish both of them the best. Like, I'm hoping, you know, Ploy realizes that you can't go around, especially in this day and age, throwing out wild accusations, you know, about someone because you mad that y'all broke up. And Build also can't be going around saying crazy stuff about his colleagues, because if he was probably cool, they probably would have done is once he kind of figured all of this out, they might have, I don't think he's going to be able to work at Beyond Cloud again. And now that could also hurt his reputation if he's looking to act and be signed with other companies, you know, because everybody knows about this tea. Like, it's not as if nobody knows. We've all sipped a little bit. So yeah, it's always good to, you know, to do the best you can in any workplace and be nice to everybody, because you never know what other opportunity is going to come your way, right? So and it's just also good. Yeah,
don't date where you work. Yeah, what are you doing?
Right, exactly.
Don't date your boss.
Right. Don't do your boss. Don't lay pipe in places that don't need it. Okay.
Oh my god.
Right. Anyway,
It's
what
crazy. We could
else?
have had a Kim Porch too. We could have had so much. We could
With
have.
so many things we could have had, but not gonna happen in that way. But Beyond Cloud is doing very well. So
True. They
very,
got
very
some new
well.
boys and they're doing really well. So
They're doing very well. What else is happening?
so yeah, one last thing. One last sad dumb thing. So you know Lewis from Kiseki, he was like the shorter guy in the side couple.
Yes.
Blonde hair, bleach blonde hair.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently he was being canceled by like Chinese and Taiwanese fans because he brought his girlfriend to the fan meet that they had.
Oh, please.
I think this is probably old news, but it's just crazy that I don't know, that you're getting hate for bringing your IRL girlfriend, but it's like they know this is, people need to know that this is a ship. This show is just a show. The fan meet is just to celebrate the show. It's not like he brought his girlfriend on stage and like made out with her on stage.
Right.
But he's, so, he didn't want to apologize. Fans were like, apologize is so disrespectful. Like a slap in our face. I mean, is it really a slap in the face? Is it breaking your immersion? Is it breaking the immersion of your fantasy?
He's still gonna make out with what's his name on the stage anyway. Give him a break.
Yeah, let him.
Like,
I don't know. Let him have his personal life.
Right. Like I
So, yeah,
I swear, I think the past like 5 episodes, we've said something about crazy fans.
Crazy fans. There could be a whole episode of just compilation.
We could literally do a whole
things.
episode of this. Because this is they're getting wild. Like, they're getting emboldened and buck wild. Like, come on. Really? Y'all mad because his girlfriend is in the audience being a supportive girlfriend, supporting the work? So
they
then
mad
because
they want to be her. They mad
right,
they want to be her.
that's what they're hating on. Like, listen, Lewis is here, so then y'all can go ahead and see him put his tongue and open up his ass for another guy on TV.
Oh, excuse
like,
you.
That's what y'all want to see. So his girlfriend is supporting the craft.
God.
Let him support her, or let her support him. Okay, like,
period.
Let him do the work. That's the paycheck. He probably
shouldn't
using
have
that
to
money
apologize.
to shower her. Like, he don't need to apologize for doing his job and having his circle of support show up. Like,
I mean, that's one thing for like, I don't know, Asian like idols and like actors. Like you have to apologize for everything. They put them on a
pedestal.
They expect you to apologize for literally anything. You can like be seen next to like, and the opposite sex, and they're like, apologize. How dare you talk to
and that person could be his mama or his auntie.
It could be his cousin. Like, it could be his best friend from younger ago. How dare you? How dare you?
Yeah, you don't know what their relationship is. Charge it to the game and get over it. I think I say that for the past 5 episodes.
Put it on a t-shirt. Put it on a t-shirt.
Like, charge it to the game and get over it, okay?
Y'all want some Right Can Top My Knee merch? With some wacky statements.
Yes. I mean, hey, that could be an income stream.
Oh my god.
We'll talk about that later.
Support our podcast, y'all.
Yes, support the podcast by at least listening. Anyway, let's get to our show of the week. So, Jonathan.
Yes.
What is your show this week?
My show of the week, it took me, I feel like I can never, I don't know. I was sick this week, y'all. So, the moment I'm sick, I'm like, I can binge a show. The moment I'm sick, I'm like, I can't do anything, so I'm a binge a show. So finally, I saw I Hear the Sunspots. And this show is so fucking good.
I told you, didn't I? It
took me too long. I mean, I knew it was good because I see the clips. I see you talking about it. And I'm just like, I'll just wait to binge it. And I'm like happy I left like 8 episodes to binge. So it's a really good show.
And now we're sitting here waiting for the next episode. We're like,
I know.
Waiting.
I love, like, Taichi. He looks like, at first I was like, he's so red, like, when he talks, because he talks so loud and he gets so, like, riled up.
Excited and hyped.
Yeah. Like, I love him. But he's, like, 27. And I'm like, I can see it. Like, you look like an old man, but also, like, a young man. Like, it's kind of like War from Yin War. Like, War is, like a shorter man, but he's, like, 30-something. He's, like, a little older than Yin. But he, like, still can pass as, like, kind of like a college kid.
Yeah.
So it's cute. It's real cute. Loving the story. Slow burn, very slow burn. And now we got this other dumb bitch here to stir the pot. I forgot her name.
I forgot her name too. Oh,
Her name's something.
Maya.
Maya girl. He don't want you. But I guess she's just trying to protect her friend because she's like, I don't want you to be, taken advantage of by this straight man.
But the man never even said he was straight.
Yeah, the man never said he was straight, and maybe he gonna confess his feelings, but you're cock
Yeah, and
blocking.
she don't know the tea before they met. Like, she
Yeah,
don't
you
know
can't
that
come
they
in here and already
right,
be like, Kohi, don't listen to him. Like, girl, you
right,
knew. You knew.
right. It's. I think she wanted a piece of Kohei herself. That's why she acting like
She
that. She
do.
wants she want a piece of that, and he not giving her anything
He
but
not giving
a
her no
brother.
hamburger
He
steak.
Right, he not giving her hamburger steak. All he's doing is like he is treating her like a little sister. That's all he's doing.
Yeah.
And that's the most she gonna get because
Ugh.
and then she's the fact that she was actively cock blocking is crazy to me.
Actively.
It's like, girl,
And the way
why
Tai
are
Chi
you
ain't curse her out, I'm like, I would have been like, who are you, girl? Go home. Like,
right. But
get out of
but
my
I guess he
face.
didn't want to cuss her out too much because he's like, I can tell she's like close to Kohei, and if I cuss her out, that he
Mm,
gonna feel a certain kind of way. So I get
no.
it, but also it's like, Maya,
Mm-mm.
you need to back up,
Let her
like
know. Let her
back
know.
up, okay? Because you're doing a little too much. You're getting in the way. So,
Ugh.
anywho,
But it's a great
mm-mm.
story. I'm loving it. And I'm
Yes, it's
glad
so
this is
good.
12 episodes. Like, a full length. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, what is your show of the week?
Mine is First Note of Love, which just came out last
Really?
week. Yes, it's
Really?
really good.
You like
Um,
that dry wig?
I
To
did not
add to
like that dry
the
wig. So
to add to
minus
the
that,
collection of dirty dry wigs.
minus that, because that wig was awful. So
Oh, it
I
was
watched the
stiff.
first. So only two episodes are out now. It's on Gagaoolala. So is I Hear the Sunspot, by the way. Gagaoolala
Mm-hmm.
and iQiyi. First Note of Love is currently only on Gagaoolala.
Yes.
What's crazy about this show
What's crazy is the age
it
gap.
there is an age gap, and it is, yeah, even though I
It's
don't
like
think the actors are that wide in age, but the
the actors are
characters they
not.
play
The characters are
are
like probably like
pretty
12
a
years.
good 10, maybe 11 or 12 years apart.
Crazy.
um what's interesting is
The music. I love the
other
music in it.
the music is great.
It's giving
The
me Sing
story
My
is great.
Crush. It's giving me.
It's not
It's giving me
I
Sing
wouldn't
My
say Sing My
Crush.
Crush,
It's giving me
but
like Korean, like maybe because Korea's has only given us like musical. No, Thailand has too. I don't know,
yeah, there's
but
been
it's
a
giving like
few.
a Korean musical BL vibe. I don't know why,
Yeah. But I will say what I like about this show
but it's not. It's
is
Taiwanese.
it feels adult. Because I will
Yes.
say the Korean ones that are kind of music themed don't feel adult to me. Um, but this one kind of has that it feels grown up. And
I mean,
minus the
this boy's
dry
still in
wig,
college.
right, the boy's still in college, but the other dude is not. And also too, like, there's a few different themes going around. There's like grief, there's also like a subtle bromance slash more than a bromance probably.
Yeah. Do
Not
you
between
think
them.
he had feelings for his old bandmate
That's what I want to figure out, and that's why
for
I'm intrigued
Magnet?
because part of me is like they clearly had something deep, but I can't tell how deep it
You think it
was or
was
how
one
deep
sided?
somebody went in somebody. You know what
Oh.
I mean? So I want to figure that
Oh.
out. I had a friend come over to watch it, and
Hmm.
we both thought the show was pretty good. Um,
It's just
my friend
short,
had to.
but it was good.
Yeah, I mean it's 2 episodes a week. Each episode is like 20 something
They're like
minutes.
18 minutes minus the
Yeah,
title and the ending.
yeah, like it's not they're not super long, but they're releasing 2 episodes a week, so it feels like watching one. But
Yeah.
I like it so far, and I'm
I mean, yeah,
intrigued to
I'm like
continue
I'm liking
watching.
Charles on my screen.
Yeah, and there was already a fight scene already.
Yeah.
There
There
was
was
a
already
lot
a
going on.
kiss. There was a
There's
accidental
mm,
kiss.
yeah. So there's stuff that I like so far. I'm intrigued. Um, So I think it's worth a watch. If you haven't watched it, you should go ahead and take a look. I don't want to say too much because it's only 2 episodes in. So,
Hmm.
but
But
I think
it's
everyone
nice
should go
to
watch it.
see these boys back on my screen, and it's a
Yes,
musical show,
yes,
and it's a collaboration between Star Hunter and
yes.
this
Star
Taiwanese
Hunter and another
company.
Taiwanese company. Yeah, and
So that's
yeah.
kind of
Only thing about the
interesting.
show that's not good is that wig that Charles
I was
Chu was
like,
wearing.
when is he gonna take it off? When is he gonna like get a
Yeah,
haircut?
I will tell you, my friend didn't realize that was a wig, and I said I knew it was a wig
Yeah, like, I know
right
it's a wig because
away,
notice he ain't take that
right
hat
away.
off, but he took
Right?
it
He
off
didn't take.
second episode.
Yeah, he did, and it
I
still
was
looked
like,
dry.
ooh.
It looked better without the hat, but it still looked a mess.
I was like, not this man bun. Take it
Yeah, I was
off.
like, I don't
Take
know
it
why
off.
they didn't just go ahead and give him some tracks or something. Like, what was on
Oh.
his head? It was pretty much a straw hat.
Oh
Anywho,
my god.
anywho,
Anywho.
let's get into shows that just ended.
Yes.
Okay, so we have 2 shows. Um, I forgot to mention this last week. And Bad Guy on Sook Film ended on Sook Film YouTube channel.
Damn,
It's
these
a
shows
mini
are
web series.
flying. They're
It was
dumping
only
shows.
4 episodes, so
Wow.
um, I will just say I'm going to give it maybe a 6 because
Out
the
of 10.
ending, yeah, out of 10, because the ending was kind of fell flat for me. Everything leading
Oh.
up to it was good, and then the ending, I was like,
Was it rushed or just like, oh,
it was
womp.
expected. And part of me, it's like I feel as if they fleshed out if it had more episodes, I would have liked to see a little bit more drama between the fiance and the ex-boyfriend. Like, I would have liked to see more of that, and I think that being drawn out with a few different things happening would have been great. But I also understand it was only 4 episodes. It was pretty short. I think they could have added 2 more, maybe 4 more, to draw out
Mm-hmm.
a few other things. And
They
then
don't
I
got
think
the
the ending would
budget.
have landed differently. Well,
Mm.
I think that, and plus they were investing in something else, which we're going to get to in a little
Oh.
bit. So I'll give it a 6 out of 10. I know you didn't see it yet, but you can go ahead and see it on YouTube. Literally dedicate an hour to your day, and you can watch all 4 episodes because
Ooh.
each episode is like 10 minutes.
True,
Yeah.
true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. These spicy images.
Yes. And apparently they're extended episodes, but based on what Sook Films thinks is spicy, I don't need to see them kissing for an extended minute. Like, that's no.
Listen,
Um,
subscribe to our YouTube OnlyFans.
right. Yeah, it's like unless you're doing more than that, I don't need to see it. And then the other show that just ended, which both of us I think really loved and took us by surprise, is Meet You at the Blossom. And it's on Gagaoolala and iQiyi. 12 episodes just ended this past Friday. Um, what did we think?
I really did not think I would like this show. I
Yeah,
gotta
I
admit, like
was.
I
I kind of
really,
it
I
dragged
wasn't
on
digging
me.
the boys. I wasn't digging the boys really.
You did say some really nasty things about them. How dare
Excuse
you?
you. I'll excuse you. No, I don't know. The first episode, I was like, it just took me a minute. I
Yeah,
was like,
I will say
I'm
the
not
first
digging
few
everything.
episodes were kind of goofy,
Yeah,
to
like the
say the least.
acting, just the characters in general. It was just very goofy at first, and it went from
Right.
goofy to like so serious
It sure did. It
and
sure
so
did.
very like dramatic. But I was loving the rest of the story.
Yeah. Like it
Um,
I think it was by episode 5 or episode 6 was when
yeah,
it
literally five
really.
or six. Like once the love story started to kick in, and it wasn't just like a one-sided goofiness, one-sided like you're my wife, you're a beautiful woman, and he's like, I'm a man. He's like, surprise, I'm a man. Surprise, I'm the top. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, there was a lot going on, and I enjoyed it too. I mean,
It
I
was
enjoyed like
good.
the drama,
I wish it was
especially
longer.
for. I kind of do too, but it's
And I wish
okay.
there were more fight scenes, because I gotta say, Hua-Yan like lost every fight in the whole show. Like
He
I
sure
think he
did.
was making a joke about it that like he literally got his ass beat like every episode in the show.
He sure did.
Like he
Like
never won a fight.
but I will say the fight he did win was Xiao Bao's heart. Because,
Hey,
he had a fight for that. Like, that's
he
what
had
he
to
was
die
really
for that. He had
fighting
to
for.
practically die.
He almost died. Yeah. Like, he really, that
He went
was
through so
something
much
that
hell.
he was.
Like people, yeah, like you can say like Xiao Bao was the one that like hurt the most in the show. No, Hua-Yan
No.
was the one that was in pain, like
Yeah.
from
Like,
being like
physical,
abused as a
emotional, and
kid,
mental
like
pain.
emotional, like,
Yeah.
and then every character in the show just being like, ugh,
Yeah.
you're a terrible
'Cause-
person.
Right. They said that, and they were like, some of them were low-key homophobic on top of that. They're like, you can't be dating a man, And Xiao Bao was like, but I love him.
And he was like, I love it, like shivering as he's going through that poison. Shivering.
Right.
It was a
He's
good
like,
show.
but I love him.
Suyin was like, you need to marry a woman, and you need a boy. You know this
Suyin
man.
wanted him to listen. Suyin wanted Xiao Bao to himself. Okay, he was mad that he wasn't getting that ass too. That's what
Ew,
it was about.
no.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Like he
Mm.
wanted him to give the appearance of, you got white kids, you're spreading on a quote unquote legacy.
Where I was like, Suyin, where's your legacy?
Yeah,
You're
because
older than
Suyin
him.
is single. Okay,
You single? Aren't you like a
he got his cousin hitting on him.
the Thai cousin? Yes.
Yes. So it's kind of like, sir, like you not even married to anybody. So clearly, what you want is you want Xiao Bao to keep up appearances. So then when y'all sneaking and freaking,
Ooh.
then nobody suspects anything. That's what he was trying to do. I could see all of that. He was trying to get. He was trying to have a secret lover. Have a little secret. So. I see what he was doing. Like this this is not a deodorant commercial. You need to calm down, okay? Anywho,
I mean, did you
what
like
do we
the
rate
side
the
couple
show?
with the doctor too? With the doctor,
I thought they
and-
were very strange, but I enjoyed them.
I feel like they cut out a lot of stuff from them. Like we could have got some stuff from them if they cut out some Suyin drama. I don't know.
I like the Suyin drama though, because that's how I was able to make
maybe we
my
just needed more
assessment.
episodes.
Maybe
Because I
they
want to
did.
know about this
I don't
side
know.
couple.
Yeah.
They met as kids and then
They could
were
save
like,
that
"That's
as a
a special
whole nother
bonus
series.
Oh, that too. I doubt
Yeah.
it though.
I doubt it as well. But it would be nice. What do you rate this show?
I rated it, I think, like a 7 or 7.5.
I give
Like
it a
it's
7.
it's not Untamed level. It's not the Untamed. Like that's still
Mhm.
like that's crazy that I'm rating like a bromance, technical bromance over a BL. Like
Yeah.
cause they kiss so much in the show, which is
They
really
do.
refreshing to see actual kissing. But
Yes, and a Chinese BL, but that was
Yeah, but
produced
it's-
by a Thai company.
yeah, but it still wasn't. It needed more time to flesh out the story and the love story.
hmm
But,
Yeah,
so
it was-
because of
and
that,
it-
like it's like a 7.5.
I give it a 7, and the ending was goofy as well too. But
Goofy.
full circle, full circle. Started off goofy, ended goofy, but
Yeah.
it was a good ride. I enjoyed the ride.
But glad they're happy in their like little house that they built together.
Yes.
Um,
Anywho,
Anywho,
we have a new show, and we'll get to it very quickly.
oh,
So, Soup Film has brought out another show. That's what I was saying.
yo, they gave
that's why
each
they
one of
ended
these
Bad
shows
Guy.
$10 budget. They say here's your $100, here's your $100.
Here's another show. So they came out with a new show called Soul Blues. I saw the first episode. It's on their channel on YouTube. And I guess the question is that I have for you, and we could talk about this briefly. What would you do if your friend confessed to you and you half rejected them, but then the girl in your friend group confessed to the guy you half rejected?
What's a half rejection? You're like,
As
I don't
in-
know,
Like saying, I don't know,
or I'll tell you
or
later.
I have to think about it, or I don't
Okay.
know if I should be with you, or I didn't realize you liked me.
So
but
your
not
friend
re-
confessed to you, and you were like, I don't know. and then your girl bestie sitting next to you confess to the man that confessed to you,
Yes.
I'd be like, come on, love triangle. I'd be like, girly,
Mm.
oh, he don't
But
swing
the
that way,
thing
girly.
is, you
Girly, he don't
don't
swing that way.
know that that girl confessed to him.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So what would I do if I don't know?
Yeah. Yeah. What would you do?
It all depends if this man's cute or not. Would I have rejected?
I mean, I that is the question after the first episode because
That is the question. Is
it
this
ended
man
it
cute?
ended with that with two confessions, and I think that's
Mm.
what's going to carry the series. I don't know how many episodes it's going to be. I'm going to assume 4. Oh no, it's 8. It's going to be 8 episodes. Yes.
8 minute
So
8 minute episodes.
8 10-minute episodes. Yes.
8 minute
So
8 minute 8 8 minute episode.
it would be 8.
They got an intro and
Because
an
this first
outro.
episode was 10 episodes. 10 minutes. Oh my gosh. This first episode was 10 minutes, and it's going to be 8 episodes.
Did
And
someone say
since,
minutes? Did someone say?
yes, oh my gosh. So it's going to be 8 episodes, and each episode is going to be 10 minutes because Sook Film usually does 10-minute episodes, give or take a minute. It's never less than 9 minutes, usually no more than 11.
Would you
So,
prefer these shorter shows, these shorter stories from them, or would you prefer they put together all their money and give one focused, full length?
um,
Because it looks like
they
maybe
kind
they're
of
like
do that
giving all
after they
these
release
little
all the
projects.
episodes. So what they've done with like Bad Guy and then also with Blue
But you
Boys.
string it together and it's 1 hour
Yeah, so they do
compared
string it
to like 4
together
hours.
after they release, these little mini episodes, right? And then they just string it all together into one longer kind of short film or whatever.
I know, but
So
would you prefer a full length, like they put all the budget from all these shows together and it's one towards like the best script out of all of them?
oh,
Or
I
do
see
you
what
like
you're
these
saying.
small little, like
I
giving
don't
all these
know.
directors like a little bit of something?
I think
Because maybe they're
because
hoping
this
that these get picked up again and rehashed and redone.
Well, Strongberry does the same thing, right? I think with companies like Sook Films and Strongberry, their goal is to give people web series where
Is get
they
the
can
stories
have
out.
get the story out and where they could have a little bit of free range. Because I would say with the stuff Strongberry has released and what Sook Film has released, the quality of production has been pretty good. You can
Mm-hmm.
tell it was on a budget, but they used the money wisely and in the right places because we've seen
Mm-hmm.
where shows do have a high budget, Sky Valley,
Ooh,
and they where they use the
is there?
money. I mean,
The
because for
money's not in the
example,
acting classes. Let's say that.
exactly,
The
like they
money's not in
use
the
the
wig
money
department. Let's say
in
that.
beautiful scenery, getting a beautiful set, but then when it came to the acting or when it came to that wig that they just picked up, I think from the street and then cleaned it.
I mean,
Like
that's when, yeah, like, do you want, like, a beautiful show with okay acting or, like, I don't know. That's the thing, like, I
I
don't
think
say,
you
I don't
have
want
to
to see
spend
another
your
show, but, like,
money.
yeah, like,
You
sometimes you
got
can
to
have a
spend your money
beautiful
in a way that
show,
makes sense. Yeah,
not the best, or the best acting, but it's filmed on, like, an iPhone.
yeah.
So, I don't
Like
know.
in this one, I feel as if they have the right equipment, so they invested in that.
They just don't have,
They
like, the
have good
sets.
acting.
They don't have the
the s-
locations.
the locations are fine. Luckily, I feel as if in places like Seoul, finding good locations is not hard, and it's a little different to
But you need
shoot in
people to
certain
fill
places. But
them.
yeah, but they figure it out because some of the ways that they do when, for example, with a lot of Souk film stuff, when they do cafe scenes, there might be one or two extras, but most of the time they keep the shots tight amongst the people who are talking. And then you hear background, so it feels like there's a
They
group
added
of
in the
people in
background.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're not adding people to it, but all you have to do is just, you can get a free track of like cafe sounds.
Not the
But they do it in a
cafe
way that,
sounds.
it feels like there are people there and it doesn't feel cheap. It doesn't at all. Like I know it's on a budget, but I also feel as if they spend the money in the right places so it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and honestly, their locations are usually outside at a cafe, which that's pretty easy to do, or in someone's bedroom, and that's it.
Ooh,
Yeah, I mean, because they have
when
those
they get
scenes, right? Yeah,
freaky.
but I mean,
Ay.
finding a bedroom is not that hard. They could borrow their friend's bedroom or just get an Airbnb for one day and shoot all of that in one day. Like it's not,
But
a
then,
lot of
yeah,
those
then
things
you
are
need
not
the story to
expensive.
really be good.
Right. And they tend to have a pretty decent, if not good, story. So, I mean, I have to applaud them. They're spending the money in the ways that it can be spent in a way that
Hmm.
makes sense. So, with Soul Blues, I think overall, I'm intrigued with the story. I want to see what this love triangle is going to be like. Um, and then go from there, if it's going to be a love triangle. I don't think it's going to be. Also, I noticed they tend to use a lot of the same actors through their stuff. Like they rotate within the same like three or
Oh.
four actors. So I think that's
I
another
thought it was all
thing
new
they
people every single time.
no, I've noticed like they kind of rotate because now with Soul Blues, they paired two different guys, but they were also in some of the previous ones.
Mm.
Yeah. So see, I think there's a commitment somewhere with amongst all the people involved with Sook Films. Like there's a commitment. Probably a contract for sure. But
I
I like
see.
that. Anywho, we got another thing to get into. I got a quick question for you.
It's not gonna
So
be quick.
it will, if you answer it quickly, it will be. So
Ooh.
now, the couple that is public, and we're crazy about them and very nosy. We know it's
Oh,
Me
we nosy
Tyler. We
down.
love them. We love seeing everything they do.
MewTul.
And now, should they have a reality show? And what would that show look like?
I mean, right now they living it up on their. I mean, Tool. Yeah, they're in Brazil right now because Tool is
Yes.
following
For
Mew to this fan meet that he
yes.
has in Brazil.
Yes. Yes. And
Very
Brazilians
cute.
love them.
I mean, this is already so easy to answer because you already know it has to be a travel series,
Okay, that's exactly what I was thinking. They
right? It
love
has to be like
traveling
a
together. Yes.
two boys traveling around the world
Uh
together.
huh.
Would love to see
Yes.
all the crazy things they do, all
And
the
it'll be
people they
cute to
meet.
see a gay couple travel story. We don't really see a lot of that,
Where's
like
where's the
that's
gay couple travel BL? I guess that's a lot of money to fly around places
yeah. I
just
mean,
for a show.
I would love to see it, but I mean, if they do a reality show where they're traveling and going to different countries, eating
Mm.
different things, I would love to see that. And I think that would not cost a lot of money to do. And we also want to see them have their sweet moments together. We want to see them have their little couples quarrels and then, figure things out and see them get closer. Like, we want to see all of that. And we would love to see them do it in different countries. And I think that would be a great way because for not only their Thai followers to see a world outside of Thailand, if they
But for
haven't been
the
out of
international
Thailand,
followers to see them in their local
their home
countries.
country, right?
Yes.
All of that stuff would be great. So I was thinking the same thing. See, I told you
Get to it,
we would
y'all.
get
Y'all
to
can
it
have the
very quickly.
idea. Mew, you can have the idea. Get into it,
Yes.
Just put our
Yes.
names in the credits. Rock and Top Mini in the credits, yeah.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Speaking of which, we got to do a mid-season review.
43 minutes into this episode, we're going to talk about...
Oh, we got a lot to talk about. Let's
We're going
get
to talk about
into it.
4
Let's get into 4 minutes.
minutes.
So there will be a lot of spoilers. 4 minutes
Spoiler
is one of
down.
our favorite
Spoiler down.
shows. It's our favorite show currently airing.
Y'all need to watch
Um,
it. No excuses.
Jonathan, can you tell us what the show is about?
The show. Oh my god, this show is so complicated to have a. Let's read the My Drama List description of this show.
Okay.
Let's see if that's any better than me. So they say, Gray is a university student from the business administrative faculty and the son of a wealthy business owner. Out of the blue, he gains a supernatural power to see 4 minutes into the future. This power leads him to alter the results of many events. One day, Gray meets Time, a resident surgeon. The two try to get to know each other, and the relationship begins to grow.
I think that says everything it needs to say without telling
That
too much of
says,
the story.
yeah. But the spoiler version is there's some time travel, there's some supernatural,
and there might even be parallel stuff happening.
there's
So let's just
parallel
get quickly
stories,
into
parallel timelines. Oh.
right. Let's get quickly into the highlights.
Yes.
So the big highlight after these 4 episodes,
The cheek
so
highlights. The
Ooh,
booty cheeks
highlights, and maybe dangalang. So
there was.
Okay, y'all. So this is what Jonathan and I
swear
have a disagreement on. This is probably why you didn't even want to get to this part, because you didn't want to be exposed for being wrong.
Oh, so, the fans are gonna let us know. Y'all let us know.
Let us know.
I'm gonna clip this part too. Y'all let us know.
In episode 4, if you've been watching 4 minutes, which you should be, because it's currently the best show airing right now, was that a full frontal?
Was Win
Detective Win? Was he showing?
Was he showing
a full
some peen?
dangling, or was it just a dick print under the shirt?
No, it was peeking out under the shirt. It was peeking out.
Maybe what was peeking out were
the elephant
testicles.
trunk was peeking out.
Maybe it was testicles. Maybe it was balls.
It was curved.
He was erect upward. It was curved upward.
No,
it was a dick print in the shirt. They did not give us a full front.
I was gagged. I was like, why did you not put your pants on? He gave you your pants. He said, here, take your pants in your bag, go hide. And dude hid in the closet, like just dick out still. And then walked out like tearing up, being like,
dick
what
out
do I
so
do?
then he could get in. You know what I mean? Because he did get in later.
Oh, Tonkla said, yes, thank God he got it raw tonight. Got it raw. Finally.
Yeah, he wanted that.
He got what he wanted, y'all.
He wanted to get his brains fucked. So that he could get corn out of his brain. He needed that. He needed that release.
He did needed that.
Yeah, and he got a release
dragging him online. People have been like, yo, is this show just Tonkla getting fucked every episode? What is this? There's no storyline. And I'm like, yo, keep watching. There's a clear
storyline.
There's a clear storyline. There's two parallel storylines, or so we think. We don't know if all these things are happening at the same time. Right. That's the whole mystery.
Right.
Of the reveal at the end.
There's a clear story. And with Tonkla, we understand his need for getting bread, okay?
It's important to his character. It's important to know what's happening to him and Korn.
Right.
Because it connects back to Great in Time at the end.
Yeah. He's pretty much he has no one in his family, and he wants that intimacy that he was originally getting from Korn, and then corned off somewhere else, you know? So, I mean,
that's crazy. We got 3 set scenes this episode. That was wow. I didn't expect we were gonna get a full second one with the first time of Korn and Tonkla.
Yeah,
doing it back in college. I was like,
right,
Baz, the man that you are. Oh my God, the body.
Yes, a lot of cheeks, a lot of dangalang. A little dangalang. A lot of lower back, a lot of booty crack, a lot of that.
The Bible Jess scene. How did you feel? That's so different than Vegas. Whooping and chaining up Pete and Kim
I would
Porch.
say, considering the other scenes that we've seen in the show,
it was pretty
could have
tame.
been better. Yeah,
that's what people are saying. Like the contrast, the loving. First time, the giggliness compared to Tonkla being like, suck this, lick that.
Yeah, but Tonkla was... let's put this in perspective. Korn and Tonkla... Korn was... I can't say for certain Korn is in love with Tonkla, but Tonkla is definitely in love with Korn and really wanted his love, right?
Or Korn has this man, dependent on him.
Right. And the only way...
and maybe he's using sets in that way to kind of control him and kind of keep him dependent.
Right. And Tonkla needs that intimacy, and I think he likes it rough, Unlike when
people are saying they didn't use a condom their first time when they showed that, so maybe that's where it all stems from. So if they've always been doing it raw this whole time, and then randomly Korn is like, let's use a condom, then it's like, oh.
There you
something's
go.
wrong.
That tells you everything.
Boom.
Like, yeah, something's wrong. And then the other thing is, you could say with him and Win, there's a little bit more intimacy, but Tonkla clearly used Win in that moment to forget about Corn.
Yeah, he's taking charge. He's just like, I need to get my.
He became a power bottom.
You need to get my rots off. Yeah.
Right. So they're in a very complicated relationship, and also considering that Wen is secretly looking over like Tonkla's case with his brother, which we need to get to that right now. The biggest reveal of this episode, minus all the sexcapades and all of that, was his dead brother is Dome. So Dome is dead,
but Dome is who Great saved from titles, before.
Right.
He
so
turned
now
back
we're
time
like,
to save him from getting hit in the head by that rock and dying.
Right, and took him to the hospital, and we saw him leave the hospital. But then I think where things got kind of interesting was when he got quote-unquote home. He wasn't really home.
He wasn't
we
really.
We just see Tonkla kind of look up after watering some plants
not in this dimension. It wasn't in this timeline. It's...
Yeah. So now
Great
we're like,
changing the timeline.
Are there two timelines happening? What is going on?
I think there was not spoiler. There's theories online that people are saying that there's two timelines that's why we haven't seen Great meet Tonkla yet, because like once that happens is what's gonna tell us like what timeline we're in. But people are saying that the Tonkla timeline, Great is dead. Great and Time are dead, or they're in the hospital, and that's that whole thing happening. Or they're dead already. And so in that timeline, Dome died because Tidal killed him. There was nothing to stop Tidal from killing him.
So now I guess we have to see.
And then in this Great timeline, we see that he saved Dome, he saved Nan, and he's hoping to save Time in the end, probably, or himself.
Right.
And so I don't know how things are gonna connect. We need to see.
Yeah,
I'm excited
I'm intrigued.
to see the mystery.
I'm very intrigued, and I would
is
say,
this all in his head? Is he? They said the 4 minutes represents the 4 minutes that your brain can survive without oxygen. So this whole thing is him in that hospital bed. And he's trying to survive, and it's 4 minutes, and he's like, is this all in his head? And he's thinking of all the ways that he could have changed things to stop this from happening. So I don't know if this whole show's gonna end, and it's gonna be like, surprise, he's just dead in the hospital, and this whole thing is just in his mind. Or it's like actually supernatural, and he went back and changed everything.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. This comes out on View on Fridays. You could also find it in other places. If you don't have access to View, we're not going to tell you where. Just figure it out. And
but it's a good show, y'all. But yeah, this episode was 40 minutes of sweet cheats.
Oh, there was so much going on, and yeah.
I was gagged. I had to pause it so many times, but I don't know. I'm loving Great and Jess. Jess and Bible. Oh my god, that was real spicy. And I forgot Bible has like leg tattoos. So I was like,
oh yes, yes he does.
I was like, ooh.
Anywho,
y'all.
That is it for this episode of Ride Can Top My Knee. Be safe and take 4 minutes to save yourself. You like that?
Well, I hope the win in your life tops your Tonkla raw.
Okay. See, now you nastier than me. Okay.
I hope it takes 4 minutes for you to find the condoms so you don't let
Oh my gosh. Okay. Bye, y'all. We gotta go. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.